guys, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to kind of be a mishmash of several different things. I want to try out some new makeup I actually did buy. It was my first time buying makeup since sometime in December. So while I'm proud of myself of the fact that I haven't bought, I'm a little annoyed at myself that I bought makeup because I'm on a low buy, but we'll get into that. But it's also going to be kind of like chit chat, get ready with me. What am I getting ready for? Nothing. You know the drill. Like, do I ever actually do a get ready with me when I'm going out somewhere? No, because I don't go out somewhere. Before we get into this video, I would love if you'd give it a thumbs up if you like testing out new products and if you like just sitting down and talking together, because these are my favorite videos to watch. I love sitting down every morning and doing my makeup while someone else is doing their makeup. Am I the only one who loves this? I can't be the only one. Subscribe if you haven't already and go ahead and smash that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Let's jump right into trying these new goodies. I'm gonna start by doing my face. I have still been doing the yoga skin thing and I really do like it just because it's so easy and I really do like the glow it gives my skin. So the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation, the Makeup Revolution Illuminating Drops, and I've been switching back and forth between using the ordinary squalane oil and this one. This is the Derma E Radiant Glow Face Oil. I do like this as well. This one doesn't sink in as much, and I know you don't want your foundation to sink in, but I just mean it sits on top of the skin a little bit more, so I can only use this personally on the days where my skin is really dry. And let's get into why my face is really dry. So this past week, my boss was actually amazing enough to buy me a facial. One of her friends is an esthetician at a salon, so it's not like, you know, just random hack out of somebody's house, but she is an esthetician, fully trained, everything like that. And she paid for me to go on a Wednesday in the middle of a day to get a facial. So it was really cool. I was really happy about that. The whole experience of the facial was so lovely, and you know, the girl was so sweet. We really got along, we chatted it up, I had a great time. The next day I noticed that I was having some real roughness on my skin, mainly like right here, but also along my jawline, and I was curious. I was like, oh, what could that be from? I mean, it didn't quite feel like an allergic reaction, but something wasn't right. So I did talk to her about it, and she said that the ingredients that she used on me were really mild. She gave me the full list of ingredients so I could look, and it's nothing too extraordinary. So I think my skin was just pissed off. But it's now 4 days later and my skin is almost back to normal. I tried applying some makeup yesterday for a video that I was doing, and it just sat on top and looked scaly, and oh, it's so frustrating because my skin is something where, like, I'm actually pretty proud of the texture of my skin because it's pretty baby smooth, and I don't know, but it is going away, thankfully. Thankfully. Now, when I say that I'm trying new products today, I don't mean new on the market, I mean new to me. And what I'm going to start with is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. This shade, it's now looking a little like really light. I did want it to be lighter, but this is looking like crazy light. But I did get light 10, I also got light 12. So if light 10 is too light, we gotta back up. I think it's a little light. Okay, so once it's blended in, it's not too bad. It's definitely a little light, but it's not extraordinary. This does blend out really nicely, actually. I definitely see a bunch of texture here, but I am 98.9% sure that is from the facial that I got, and I can't fully judge it yet. I do actually not mind how light it is. I am going to set my under eyes with just a little bit of loose setting powder, but not much. So looking up close, I do like this concealer. Holy crap, it covered up a lot of darkness under my eyes. It went on really smoothly. I was worried that it would be too drying because I know a lot of people have compared it to Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm the only person in the world who does not like Tarte Shape Tape. It's just too thick for me personally. I know that everyone loves it, but my skin is just too dry, and also, like, I'm not, you know, 15 years old, so I got some wrinklage going down there. Down. I'm actually glad I got both colors of this because I really do feel like I'll kind of need to mix a cocktail, and also, you know, when it starts actually being warmer outside again, I will need a darker color. So let's talk about my low buy real quick. I didn't give myself any standards, so to speak. Like, for example, Angelica Nyquist, I know that she's letting herself buy 2 items per month, and that is her low buy. My low buy was just don't buy shit you don't need. I'm gonna backtrack for a minute. don't buy shit just to buy shit. How about that? Because the thing is, like, if I really want something, I do work my butt off. I work a 40+ hour a week job in addition to this. So I work my butt off and I deserve to treat myself once in a while, things like that. I pay all my bills, I'm really good about that. But at the same time, I really want to hone in on something, like if I really want it, it's gotta be something different. I went to a different Ulta the other day than I usually go to, and they had a full Colourpop display, which mine doesn't. And honestly, like, I've never seen a full Colourpop display, so I got to finally like touch and play with some of these products that I've always been curious about. And even though I have a bunch of Colourpop, I don't have a ton, so I finally picked up some Super Shock shadows. It's funny, on camera, these two look exactly the same, don't they? Nope, not at all. So this is Cheap Date. This is a very bright shimmery gold, and this is Telepathy, and it is a green gold. But then I also got DGAF, Don't Give Up. And I'm really excited to try this one. When I swatched it, it was this beautiful kind of deep copper color, but with pink sparkle in it. I'm branching out into pink, you guys. Before we get into that, I actually want to do my brows first, and I have another new product to use. I did also get the Colourpop Clear Brow Gel. I've been trying to go slightly more natural on my brows lately. I'm never gonna be a full natural girl on my brows because I like my spackle, but I have been going slightly more natural, and finding this clear brow gel has really helped me. I have to admit, I have already sort of tried it, and I do like it. I need to get the hang of it a little bit because a lot of product comes off on that little mascara wand, and I need to figure that out. But anyway, when it comes to my low buy, I've actually been very well behaved. Like I said, I have not bought anything new since December. Very proud of that. And I'm sorry, it's kind of a lie. I have bought BoxyCharm. So I did keep my BoxyCharm subscription going. That is $21 a month. But let's just say $21 a month is, you know, much less than I was spending. I'm not one of those people who's spending like $1,000 at a time ever. But like, I might treat myself to, you know, a $50 shopping spree once a month, things like that. I went into Ulta with the intention of sort of purchasing one thing as a treat to myself. I was gonna get the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer, and they were out of almost every single shade, so I did not wind up getting that, obviously, and then I turned the corner and saw the Colourpop stand and was like, well, shit. So what I've been doing with my brows is I'm still going in with my Anastasia Dip Brow in Auburn, but I'm leaving the front mostly untouched. I do go under right here because I do have some bald spots, but then I grab the clear brow gel. As you can see, there's a lot of product caked up on here, and that is just way too much for me, so I have been wiping most of this off. I don't know if this is normal for clear brow gels. If you've used a clear brow gel, comment down below and let me know. I have also been wanting to try out the Milk Makeup one, so that might be a maybe. And then I just brush the front of my brows up. I've been liking it, actually. I did trim these brow hairs a little too short. Don't judge. So I'm going to be using the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in DGAF, but also going back into my Naked Heat palette. It's been a minute. So as you guys might remember me talking about, I am not going to IMATS this year for the first time since it has been in New York City. This is my first time not going, and I have to admit, I'm really bummed about it. Not only will this really help my low buy, but New York City is really expensive. Between getting there and the hotel room, and then the amount of money that I spend at IMATS, and the amount of money I spend on food, and then if we go out and then I want to go shopping elsewhere and this and that and the other thing, it just gets really pricey. But I did just hear from Jen Loves Review's new video that the makeup show is opening a makeup show shop that's coming in August to DC. And DC is only about an hour-and-a-half drive for me, if that. So I could easily go up and back in one day. It's a lot cheaper than IMATS. IMATS is like $60 to get in for one day, I believe, and this is $25 to get in for one day. So it is something I'm considering. Do you guys know about this? I'm gonna put a link to it down below, but let me know if that's something that you're going to, and if it's even a thing, or if you've been to the makeup show in general. The makeup show is usually for professionals only, but the makeup show shop is for anyone. I like the idea of it. I do really want to do Gen Beauty again, but I feel like Ipsy has been dropping hints that maybe Gen Beauty isn't happening. Does anybody have the inside scoop on that? Because I had such a good time last year, but if it's not happening, there's nothing I can do about it. So this is the Super Shock Shadow. I'm going to go in with my finger and apply this all over the lid. These are so interesting and creamy to the touch, but also so metallic. So I don't know anything about the lasting power of these yet. You know, you guys let me know down below your experience with these, but so far, As a very first impression, I love how creamy these go on. They're not tugging at the lids at all, which, you know, when you're a little bit older, you really want to try extra hard not to tug on your eyelids. But these just feel so creamy and beautiful, and they're going on so pigmented. I'm so happy. What is interesting is that after one use, most of that kind of scale imprint is gone already. So, I mean, that doesn't bother me, but just wanted to let you guys know. I'm going in with my MOTD Cosmetics Come Through contour, and I'm using the He Devil shadow in the Naked palette to just deepen up that crease a bit. As I'm filming this, it is 31 days till spring, and I feel like I'm kind of starting to see that light at the end of the tunnel. Winter is always pretty hard for me, and this winter has been, I would say no exception, but it's been kind of extraordinarily hard for me, to be honest. It's just, it kind of takes my depression and puts it into a negative space, obviously, like not like depression is a positive space, you guys know what I mean. We've been having a few like unnaturally warm February days, like I'm talking like 70 degrees in Baltimore, which 70 degrees is not normal for February. And I know a bunch of people who are like bummed about it because they're like, oh, don't take our winter. I'm like, no, 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 take our winter, take it, throw it off a damn cliff, give me spring and summer and fall. Just winter can just go away. I'm also gonna take He Devil and put it under my eyes a bit. I just wanted to show you how beautiful this gold shimmer is that comes through, and it's pink in some lights and gold in others. I just love it. I feel like going even a little bit deeper. So I'm using that same brush and taking a little bit of Enfuego from the Heat palette. This is a deeper red than He Devil, but along the same lines. It almost has a purple tinge to it, but yeah, you can see it's much deeper. Just gonna put that in the outer corner. Still have to blend that out, so don't get scared, but a little bit of this shade goes a very long way. I dipped my brush in once for each side. I probably could have dipped it in once total for both sides. Then I'm taking a clean blending brush. This is the Seamless Sheer Blend by MOTD. I've still been really liking these brushes. I wanted to give them the full test, and I've been using them a lot, so I'm happy with them. And then I'm going to take Ounce in that palette just to highlight the brow bone. I'm gonna go ahead and line my waterline and tightline with the Collab Bold Face Liner. I've still been really liking this. And while I'm doing that, since I already discussed depression a little bit, let's just go into that. So yes, my depression has been not wonderful, but it's more, I've had some weirdness with anxiety recently, and I know that everybody always means well, and in the comments everyone's like, have you tried this medicine? Have you tried CBD oil? Have you tried just getting fucking stoned? That's awesome. I'm so happy that works for you guys. I don't want to use that just yet, any of those things, but I'm really glad it works for you guys, so just throwing that out there before I get into this. But I have had some anxiety weirdness the past few days, the past week or so rather, where I've come to accept certain things. Let's use an example of the concert I was supposed to go to last week on Friday. So I know I've definitely talked about it before, but I love the Gin Blossoms. I know they peaked in like 93, but maybe I peaked in 93 too. But I really love them. They make me really, really happy, and whenever I hear them, it puts me in a happy place. So when I found out they were coming to Baltimore, I bought tickets literally the day they went on sale. I was so excited. I was pumped for it for months, and everything was good. About 2 days before the show though, the venue started posting, the show is sold out. Everyone needs to stop contacting us. The show is sold out. And I was like, a sold out show for the Gin Blossoms? Here's the thing, every single time I've gone to see the band, it's been like me and maybe like 100 really dedicated fans, and I've always had room to dance and move around. And then all of a sudden this idea of a sold out show at a standing room only venue, like, so I started getting in my head a few days before the show, and I was like, I really don't want to go to this anymore. I don't want to go to this, but I already bought tickets. I don't want to waste that money, but I just don't want to go. I told this to several people. I was like, I don't want to go to this. And they were all like, just go. You know you're going to have a great time as soon as you get there. Just go, just go, just go. I even had a couple people tell me I'm going to be so disappointed / angry if you don't go. So the show was on a Friday night. I worked all day and I got home a little bit early, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to take a nap, and when I get up, I'm just gonna go to the show no matter what. I'm gonna go. So I did take a nap, I got up, I got in the shower, I got fully ready, everything was good, everything was golden. You know, I was ready, looking cute, I was feeling cute, everything like that. But the whole time I was getting ready, and I mean the whole time I was getting ready, I was like, I don't want to go to this. I'm just using my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer to contour. Wow, that looks real orange today. The feeling kind of lasted, which usually once I'm, you know, up and ready and I feel like I look cute, I'm fine. But for some reason this time that was not happening. I got all the way to the show. I parked, paid for parking, I went in, I bought myself a bottle of water, and I went towards the front of the stage where there weren't too many people yet. I was maybe like one row standing room behind the people at the very front. But about 7:15 p.m., I noticed that the band wasn't going on, the opening band wasn't going on for at least another 45 minutes, and people were starting to push. That's bright. So they were pushing and they were drinking a lot. A lot. And if you guys don't know already, I don't drink, and that's fine. I don't care if you do drink. That is awesome if you do. Congratulations, super duper. I just don't drink. I'm normally absolutely fine in situations where people do drink unless they have actually become drunk and are pushing. That's where my limit starts to be reached. I'm gonna, you know, that blush went a little crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and pat some powder over that to quiet that down. So after buying a ticket, after getting ready, after driving there, after buying a bottle of water, standing there for a while, I said, screw this. And I turned around and I went all the way home. And I got home and for a minute, I was feeling kind of bummed about myself, like, why did I let it get to me, But then I got in my comfy clothes and I got under a heated blanket and I cuddled with my cat and I watched a bunch of movies like that I wouldn't normally watch when my husband was home because he was out for the night. And it was awesome. For highlighting, I want to go back into this Bad Habit Beauty Rosé palette and try it again. It's been a hot minute since I've used it. I want to try a mix of, I think since this is kind of a rosy look, maybe I'll try a little bit of Pinkies Up. This is very rosy looking, and mix it with some Cheers. Let's try it. But anyway, it was just a really eye-opening experience. I had so many people tell me like, just go, just deal with it, just go. But as soon as I decided to not deal with it and just go home because that's what I wanted to do, I felt amazing. And like, sometimes you don't have to push yourself to do these things. You know, I mean, sometimes it's great to push yourself because, you know, otherwise you would just stay in your house all day and everything like that. But this was not one of those situations. This was just one of those situations where I knew I didn't want to be there and I was still pushing myself because other people had told me I'll be disappointed in you, which is kind of a crappy thing to say to people. But like I said, it was kind of eye-opening because it made me realize, like, again, I don't have to please anyone. And if my mental health that day is telling me, hey, just chill at home with your cat, I'm gonna listen. What kind of lip should I do with this? I feel like a super overlined nude lip could be cute. Let's try it. So next is a product that is new to me and it was kind of free, which is awesome. So on BoxyCharm's website, you can go on there and you can review products that you got in your box, or if you refer friends or things like that, you can earn charms and then you can spend those charms on whatever is in their charm room. And they had the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. This stuff is expensive and I would never normally buy it, but I was like, hey, it's free with the points I built up, so. Now, is it life-changing? Nope. Does it smell great? Yes. So that's it for this kind of bronzy makeup look. I wasn't sure where I was going with this, but I actually really like how it came out. Let's go over the new products that I used today and I'll let you guys know my first impressions. The Colourpop No Filter Concealer, I do like it. I have a little bit of creasing under here, and again, I can see a little bit of texture right here on my skin, but I really do think that that is the aftermath of my facial. So I do like these. I want to keep trying them out. I'll give you guys an update. I am really digging this clear brow gel. My eyebrows are very unruly and my hairs don't want to go in the direction that I want them to go in. This is really helping, and it's helping keep the front of them up, whereas they want to just go this way. So far, so good. Again, I'll have to give you guys updates since this is just my first impression. Super Shock Shadow, so far, loving this. This makes it look like I've spent 10 minutes just on my eyelids. I feel like the shimmer is so beautiful in different lights and I don't see any creasing. I think the pigmentation was very even. I used my finger. I don't know if you're supposed to use a brush with these, but it was so creamy that using my finger made the most sense. I'm really happy with it. I cannot wait to try telepathy. Let me know if you guys would want to see a tutorial with this because I am so jonesing to use this one. The Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. It's nice. I'm a little glowy. I don't mind it. That's it, you guys. Sorry that I was so rambly during this video, but it's been a little minute since I've sat down and had a good old chatty get ready with me, and it has been a heavy minute since I tried new products, and I was really excited to do that. Comment down below and let me know what your favorite Colourpop products are, because every Colourpop thing that I've tried, I've loved. I've tried their foundation, now their concealer, their Super Shock shadows, their eyeshadow palettes. Like, I've been so impressed with all of it, and now I want to try more. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout. I have been real chatty on Twitter lately, and Instagram, I've already done one Instagram Stories giveaway this past week, and the winner already has their prize. I was super pumped. I was able to give an eyeshadow palette away. So tune into my Instagram Stories. I've been loving doing giveaways there just on the fly whenever I feel like it. You guys are super freaking rock stars. I love you so, so much with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.